Hello, I'm Em and I am recovering from anorexia. I was admitted to an inpatient unit about a year ago, and since then I've kind of gone backwards again. I don't really want to be like that, so I'm going to bring you on my journey, like forcing myself to recover, because I've been in like quasi-recovery for a while and it's not really going anywhere and I need it to go somewhere, and I just want to dive in and dive in and get it done with so I can actually go on and live my life. I study at Cambridge, I do biological natural sciences, which is so fun, and I really need my mind to be well nourished for me to study well. So
I've been stuck in this hole for 5 years now. I've managed to get close to the exit a few times, but I've never fully pulled myself out. Other people have tried to pull me out for me, but no one else can really choose recovery for you. Something has to mentally click, or else that hole is your entire life. For me, it clicked when I began realizing that I can't go on undernourishing my body when I value my mind so much. Every single mind is integrally linked to a body. They are inseparable.
okay, so I've come up with a 3-point plan for my recovery. 3 points that I kind of really want to cover. Number 1 is to get in all of my food groups and not be scared of any of the food groups. So I guess number 1, balance. Along with number 1, some little mini goals are no fear foods. So I'm gonna challenge them. I'm gonna challenge some of my fear foods, but I mean I don't have too many. Number 2 is to view food as something that allows me to do things, something that allows me to study or work or cuddle my cats and socialize. I want to view food as something that is used to do things rather than so view food in terms of what it can do. And then finally is kind of the really obvious one, just to gain weight. I really want to get my period back, need it back, yeah. I mean, yeah, it's just going to be self-directed, to be honest, because I've done things in the past with medical professionals and it just wasn't helpful. This is me doing it this time, and I'm gonna fucking...
I do a very intense degree at Cambridge and I need my brain to be fueled. I realised that I needed to change my habits because food is what allows you to do so many other things in life. It allows you to actually experience life rather than just observing it, because that's what I was doing for a long time, observing. There has been this barrier between me and the normal lives that I see in my peers. A barrier that I yearn to cross, but something has been keeping me stuck in the familiarity that I let myself be decayed by.
Doing some physiology. I really love plants, but it's confusing, man. It's confusing. What is that? Honestly, I love my course so much. I love Cambridge. It's so fun. But it's very intense.
How can you make a difference in the world when you don't have the energy to think clearly? I don't want to be remembered by the size of my body or my perceived discipline. It's liberating to realize that the opinions of other people are insignificant and should not determine how you present yourself. A person is defined by what they do, what they say, not what they look like. Defining myself by restriction, which is fundamentally underpinned by patriarchal expectations of feminine self-restraint and smallness and taking up as little space as humanly possible, would be so antithetical to my values. Control has always been the biggest driver of my disorder. A multitude of factors left me spiraling out of control around 2020. The year of fun times. Writing a quick essay, great fun on gas exchange in plants and animals. I think it's going well. I'm really motivated to actually change things this time because I've kind of been in and out of anorexia. I just haven't been committing to recovery, and I just really want to commit to it because I really want to work hard at my degree. I want to make a difference, and I can't really do that when I'm malnourished and kind of depressed so that I can be a more productive human being and be more fulfilled and do the things I actually want to do, have the energy to do the things I want to do. And there's so much that is possible for me to do, and there's so much possible for you to do if you're struggling. The world is so big and there is so much space for you. There's a lot of difference that every person can make to the world, and really by nourishing yourself, by looking after yourself just in general,
you're fulfilling your potential, you're making the difference that you can, and that's incredible.
Grasping at anything to make me feel that my entire world wasn't coming out from beneath my feet that year, I found that controlling my food was really easy. Not only was it easy, but other people encouraged it. The positive feedback only fueled the fire. But this feeling of control I was gaining, well, it wasn't really control. Rather, I was shrinking my world. My control over a shrunken world was emboldened because it was smaller.
Please take care of your mental well-being. You are deserving of love and of nourishment and of all of the wonderful things that you want. You're deserving of all of that just because you're human. You don't need to prove anything to anyone else.
And I found an awful sense of comfort in the numbness.
This is the jumper that I'm knitting. It's going to be really cool. It's going to be autumnal coloured and it's going to be so lovely.
I don't find that comfort anymore in anorexia. Instead, I'm actually really afraid of how self-destructive my brain can become. And it has been really self-destructive in the past. It's gotten me in places that I never ever want to revisit, not even in my mind. When my world was smaller, all that mattered to me was food. What I would eat, not eat, when, where, with whom, how I could avoid eating. Everything revolved around this one tiny thing that frankly did not matter and never will matter so much. Mentally, I was stuck thinking over and over again about the same thing. I would spend hours counting down until I would allow myself to eat. It was horrible and I was constantly in a state of restriction.
I love the woods. I love being in nature so much. It literally makes me feel so much better all the time, just like hearing the birds and seeing the plants.
You restrict yourself from freedom, from true emotion, from genuine connection. I can go on. But if you know, then you know what you lose to an eating disorder.
Chocolate spread cinnamon bun. It looks really good. And banana. I'm very excited to eat this. It's gonna be yummy. Anyway. Another coffee. Yum. I painted this. I painted this mug. So it's very cute. I like it. But I broke the handle, unfortunately. But I'm still gonna use it because I literally made it.
Not only did I restrict my freedom, but other people did too. When I was struggling to make friends and my mental health deteriorated, I was pulled from school. It became effectively impossible to make friends. My world was my house and the hospital, the only two locations I was able to be shuttled between. I completely understand how such a treatment is necessary to keep someone who can't look after themselves alive.
Little chocolate cups, I don't know. They're very cute. Yeah, yum.
But for me, this treatment only separated me from life. It made it so that the only comfort I had was my eating disorder. This was no environment for a self-directed recovery. When I wasn't fixed and continued to struggle, I was admitted to hospital, though I did not go under section. Again, freedom was restricted, not as much as other people's had been, but the atmosphere was suffocating and invasive and did nothing to address my underlying psychological issues. For me, this is a disorder of control, and my view of control was not rectified by completely stripping it away from me.
I've had a very good day. I've been very productive, which has been nice. Got some essays, or just one essay, but some work done. I'm really enjoying my degree. It's really interesting. We're learning a lot. But it's really good, and I'm having a good day, and I'm feeling very energized. I like reading. I'm reading a book, The Mushroom at the End of the World. It's very good. It uses Matsutake mushrooms to explore capitalist structures, basically. It's very interesting. And also I love mushrooms.
After another relapse after hospital, my mother and I, who has fought alongside me for so long, started looking into resources for girls with autism and anorexia. What we found felt so validating. I realised that the way that my specific brain and disorder worked was in fact very common to those living with the same conditions as me.
Weetabix and an academic paper is so like my vibe. I sound like an old man. But I'm not an old man. I'm in fact 18. I don't know, I feel like an old person a lot of the time. Like I feel very mature. Like not in a like, I'm so mature, but in like a, I've been through a lot and I had no choice but to grow up. Like if I didn't mature then like I wouldn't be here anymore. I'm a creature of habit and I love these things, so.
My brain is characterised by rigidity, perfectionism, polarised thinking and people-pleasing. These traits and more have predisposed me to a disorder that is fundamentally about gaining control in a way that aligns with social norms. In these videos, I kind of want to explore what I have learnt about mental health, especially in girls with autism and anorexia.
I'm gonna have another chill day today, not doing much, but I don't know, it's nice to be not doing much because term is so busy. But yeah, just chilling and eating some nice food and also cuddling my cats, which will be very nice. But I'm doing my Anki flashcards because I do those every morning.
So many autistic girls develop eating disorders because of these shared traits. For me, being aware of them was such an important step in understanding myself and pushing for actual change in myself.
I really love listening to podcasts. Listening to the Comfort Zone podcast, I don't know, it's very comforting. If you can't tell, I love green a lot. I got this necklace from Etsy. I love Etsy and this necklace is so cute. It makes me feel down to earth. I don't know, just because it's like clay and stuff.
I just want to leave with the message that you deserve the love that you give outwards. The effort and attention that you pour into other people deserves to be poured inwards too. Your thoughts may be suffocating, and I completely understand how it can feel like you're drowning in thoughts and compulsions. Any attempt at fighting back can seem utterly exhausting.
This is a laxer that my parents made. So good. Hey, hello. Having a good day. I'm gonna write an essay. And do some short answer questions. Been pretty chill. I did tutoring. I tutor people, which is really enjoyable. I really enjoy teaching.
But there is worth in fighting. By taking small steps to take care of yourself, you are, in my opinion, partaking in an act of radical resistance against the oppressive part of your mind. You're the only person who you're going to be stuck with for the rest of your life. So please prioritize yourself and try to build a more healthy relationship with yourself. I don't know you, but I do know that you deserve your own acceptance.
Going to have my yogurt bowl now. Very nice. I love yogurt. Anyway, I think this is the end of this video. So thank you so much for watching if you got this far. I really appreciate it. And I will post some more videos soon about like moving forward, challenging myself more and like, you know, making progress because yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. So thank you.